Ladies and gentlemen, I have multiple breaking developments for you guys coming out of Arizona, and we're going to talk about it, but first let's talk about the sponsor of this video, Noble Gold. Now, inflation's a thing of the past, right? But last month's inflation in the U.S. had the highest rise in 29 years. So with rising food and gas costs, it's an urgent problem if you are thinking about retiring soon. You need an inflation dam to stop your savings and assets from eroding in value. Noble Gold's expertise in retirement planning and IRAs means their team of specialists is your first stop. Call them about this month's offer of a 1-ounce American Eagle Pure Silver Proof coin with an IRA at 877-646-5347. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into it. So I have 3 amazing developments to share with you guys. The first is that the canvass in Arizona is scheduled to resume within the next week to 10 days, guys. The canvassing effort, which was a part of the audit and was put on hold when DOJ and Merrick Garland were sending threatening letters to Karen Fann and the auditors saying that the canvass was voter intimidation, right? That propaganda point. Well, Karen Fann responded and said that that was on hold temporarily. Well, now we're hearing reports that within the next week to 10 days, that's set to resume. So that's the first amazing thing. The second is that the ballot count is scheduled to be completed today. The actual physical count of how many paper ballots we have, that count is scheduled to be completed today. Now, are we going to get numbers? I'm not sure. We'll have to see, and we'll report on it as things develop. The third thing is, and this is the really big news coming out of Arizona, is that we have new subpoenas being issued to the Board of Supervisors and Dominion. So Karen Fann has ordered 1. All reports, findings, and other documents concerning any breach of the voter registration server, which we know there was one. We have documented evidence that there was a notice sent out to some voters of a breach in the voter registration server. The Maricopa County's recorder's office systems or any other aspect of the county's election systems at any time within 6 months of the November 3rd, 2020 general election. 2. All ballot envelopes received in connection with the November 3rd, 2020 general election or digital images of the same. Now, I don't like that, or digital images. You should say all ballot envelopes and digital images of the same. 3, all usernames, passwords, PINs, and or security keys or tokens required to access any and all ballot tabulation devices used in connection with the November 3rd, 2020 general election in Maricopa County, including but not limited to administrator access. 4, all Maricopa County registered voter records to date with any and all change histories, including the field that was added, removed, or changed, a timestamp, date, and time for the change, identifying information for the individual who made the change, internal employee ID and or IP addresses. 5, all routers used in connection with the November 3rd, 2020 general election or virtual images of the same and the public IP of each router. Now, I understand why they say "or" here is because it really doesn't make a difference. We could have just the images, the virtual images of the routers. That defeats the argument that they have of, well, this would just be a breach of the security, blah, 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 blah. Well, then just give us the images, dumbass. Anyway, so that one I'm okay with. Number 6, all Splunk logs, network logs, net flows, or similar data related with systems associated in any way with the administration of the November 3rd, 2020 general election for the time period beginning 60 days before the election and ending 90 days after the election. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is so amazing, right? All of this stuff is officially under subpoena, and the Board of Supervisors is going to immediately comply with these subpoenas, and we're all going to sing Kumbaya, right? No, I think we need to know immediately what's going to happen when they don't comply with these subpoenas, because Jack Sellers, Steve Gallardo, the other guys, they're going down with the ship. I mean, we've seen every indication that these people aren't complying with nothing. We're not turning over no routers. So I think that we need to know what's the next step here, but at least we're seeing an initial step. I know that the Senate did not want to issue these. They didn't want to move on these routers and Splunk logs while they were doing the hand count, because they didn't want to get wrapped up having a judge stop the progress of that or put things on hold. So I don't think that there's any coincidence that this third count is allegedly being completed and the new subpoenas are being issued at the same time, guys. So this is a good thing, and it's good to see we're moving into the next chapter here. But anyways, guys, we're going to have to wait and see how this develops. I'm sure that the Board of Supervisors are going to call an emergency meeting with their attorneys again, and we'll report as things come down the pipeline, but I wanted to give you guys this initial breaking news. But anyways, guys, that's about it for right now. If you guys could leave a like on this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you want to support this channel, you can do so on Locals by becoming a paid community member, $3 a month, or on Odyssey, you can click the support feature, which allows you to send cryptocurrency or cash tips, or you guys can just use the PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo, which is in the description. But anyways, guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.